in 4 seasons of doing this show, we have seen every kind of eating disorder that you can imagine. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this, but there was a woman who ate cigarette ashes. Y'all remember her? Yeah, y'all watched the Tyra show. Y'all like, yeah, I remember that. And do you remember that she loved them so much that she would use them as an ice cream topping? Somebody's repeating, like saying it before I even say it. And then there was a woman that pumped her own stomach. Remember her? Yes. She pumped her own stomach. She would actually put a tube down her throat, and it would like pump the food out. I was like, that is so, so crazy. But Lanika, Daria, and Kirsten are eating things that will totally shock you as well. We did those other shows, and we got emails and phone calls about so many other things, and these 3 girls wrote me. Check this out.
We wanted to see these unique appetites in action. Jean's commitment to a green lifestyle is a little less than appetizing.
I dumpster dive about 2 or 3 times a week. In general, you just kind of feel around, smell around. I don't just eat things right out of the garbage. Like, I definitely go and inspect it. If you see a bunch of trash, it's probably a bunch of trash. Someone just threw out the bread inventory. Smells pretty good. Shrimp dumplings. Looks delicious. This is October 3rd, but it's pasteurized, it's cottage cheese. Like, I'm not gonna eat this good-looking pineapple right now, but when I get it home, I'm gonna look at it, rinse it off a little bit. Basically, I like to eat stuff that you can see is like self-contained, or is in a container, or is pasteurized. You wouldn't believe this, Tyra, but if you came out here dumpster diving with me, I'd get you the best dinner you'd ever had in New York City.
Kirsten is a school teacher who has a craving that started in the classroom.
The secret is I like to eat chalk dust. Not biting the chalk, but I like for it to be crunched up. So let's get the smaller piece. If we can crush it on up. Okay, that's a good little amount. I scoop it up on my finger and I lick it off my finger. I've never told anyone, not even my husband or my family. I've always kept it a secret because I was very ashamed of it, and I thought people would judge me and think that I'm crazy. And I'm educated, I'm smart, so I never understood what the cravings were, and I tried to just control it. I never even told I'm pregnant, I have a midwife, and I wasn't completely honest with them about my cravings.
Lanika's odd eating habits have become life-threatening.
I have to carry this bag around because it has all my belongings in it. And one of my belongings is toilet paper. I have to show you, Tyra. This is what I chew on. Like, this whole roll will probably be gone in less than 2 weeks. And this is how I consume it. Then once that's done, I close my bag back up.
Okay, so we're going to start with Kirsten, and she is 6 months pregnant.
Yes.
6 months pregnant and eating chalk.
Yes.
Okay, so when did it start, the craving for the chalk?
The craving for the chalk and other things started in 2004 when I was first pregnant. I've always had a fetish of playing in dirt and playing in sand, but the actual craving to eat something started when I was pregnant. And first it was baby powder, actually. Baby powder with cornstarch.
Okay, I've heard that on the show before. We had somebody that ate
poured it in my hand and lick it. And then with me being a teacher, whenever I started cleaning my boards, I got this urge to play in the dust, and then I had this craving to taste it, and I liked it.
Do you have the craving to taste it when you're teaching, like when the kids are there and you're writing?
No, because I'm very ashamed of it, and it's a huge secret, not anymore, but no, I always wait till my off period or my conference period or after school. I never let anyone see me doing it.
But I understand there's something else that Kirsten has eaten as well. Check this out.
Okay, one of the things I like to clean with the most is Comet, because I love the smell, and especially a fresh can, I'll pop it open and just smell it. Then if I'm cleaning the sink, I'll pour it in my hand instead of just pouring it directly, and I'll play with it like this, switch it around, and sprinkle it out in the sink like that. And whatever I don't need, because I don't want to waste it, I put it right back on top of the can, and I do that. And I scoop it back in. And when I do this, I know that the vapors are in the air, and I know I can smell it better. I just smell it again, and I can start to clean.
Okay, so you weren't eating it there, but you have tasted it and eaten it.
I have tasted it one time.
Comment.
And I knew that it was dangerous to me, so I just drank a lot of water right afterwards, and I didn't like it. Luckily, I did not like it, so I never tasted it again. But I do love to smell it, and I guess the craving is from. I guess if you can compare it to when you're walking past a bread shop and you smell the bread and you want to eat the bread. It's like the smell is what made me want to actually taste it.
Were you pregnant?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
You were pregnant when you tasted it?
Yes, I was.
Wow. When did you realize, oh my God, I have a baby inside of my stomach and I could kill my baby?
Right away.
Right away.
That is why I ingested like probably half a gallon of water right afterwards to dilute or wash out any poisons I might have put in myself, because I was, like I said, the initial tasting was almost subconscious. I didn't even realize what I was doing. And when I realized it, I was like, I just took in some bleach. Lord, let me, you know, fix this.
Okay. We also have Daria here, and you are the scab eater.
Yeah.
So, like, if you hurt yourself and you skin your knee or something, do you get happy because you know a scab is going to come?
No, I don't really eat it from anywhere on my body other than my head, because it's easiest to hide there.
How do you get scabs in your head?
I would scratch them. It started in high school. Around that time, I was also a vegetarian, and I thought it might have been because I wasn't getting enough protein. But I think it's just a nervous habit that I have.
Okay, we're going to get back to you in a little bit, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but when she said that she eats her scabs and she's a vegetarian, I thought, not a vegetarian, right? Because that's like meat. That's like cannibalism, kind of, in a way. Okay, and then we have Lanika. And Lanika, you're eating toilet paper. I have to ask you this. When you go to the bathroom and you're sitting there and you finish, and you use the toilet paper, do you eat it there when you're sitting on the toilet? Not the one you wiped, but not the one you wiped, but after you finish, do you eat the toilet paper while you're there?
Yeah, like when I'm sitting on the toilet, I eat the toilet paper as I'm doing my business, and then even afterwards, I like sit there for like 20 minutes and eat the toilet paper. And it'd be long sheets, so.
On the toilet, you're sitting there and eating the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of anything like this in your entire life? Woo, we'll be right back.